Hello and welcome back to our masterclass. In this segment, we have a bonus round. Dr. Amy has pulled a file, special file, it's my file, on what it means to have a blended temperament file. So I've got a blend of temperaments. We've talked about that throughout the course, and in this segment, we're going to discuss what it means to have a blended profile. Dr. Amy, what you got there?
I have a very special report, so you guys get to watch me psychoanalyze my husband.
Every day.
Every day. So this is his actual temperament analysis, second page of his report, and this breaks down the temperament into inclusion, control, and affection. So he is phlegmatic, melancholy, and inclusion. So we talked about in our last segment that phlegmatic is the only temperament that can actually be blended with another temperament. And what that does is it actually tones down the weaknesses of the temperament. It doesn't necessarily tone down the strengths. It's more of the weaknesses. So a melancholy all by itself has very low expressed and wanted needs in socialization. So this says that you actually socialize a little bit more than you want to.
Oh, wow.
So
I love people.
he does love people. So he is I am a melancholy and inclusion as well. Roy is slightly more extroverted than I am. So this allows you to be a little more outgoing. You're going to get out a little bit more than a typical melancholy would. So in the control area, he is choleric, which is a very independent person who is not afraid of taking the lead and making decisions and can handle a lot of responsibilities. And then finally, in affection, he is sanguine compulsive. So occasionally there are compulsive elements to a temperament. So what that means is that here is normal and then here is our needs. I'm compulsive in affection, sanguine and compulsive in affection as well. So we're a good match. But so we have to understand that whenever we have a compulsive element, that we have to realize that our needs exceed what somebody else can give us. We have to be able to take that with a grain of salt. We have to be able to satisfy some of our own needs and not always rely on somebody else.
So sanguine in affection,
Yes.
compulsive, right? Both
Yes.
of us, right?
Yes.
We could hug all day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm also choleric in control, so I need to get things done,
Yes.
right? And I'm melancholy in inclusion with a little, what I call a phlegmatic spice blend. There we go. So most people think that I am a sanguine in inclusion,
Yes.
that I'm an extrovert. But really, after I see my friends, I love coming home.
Yeah. So the melancholy, like we said, it doesn't mean that you're antisocial. I mean, you can go out, you can socialize, you can even act as an extrovert, but there is something that always draws you home.
Right.
So I just wanted to show Roy's temperament because it's a very interesting blend of the temperament. The melancholy is kind of shy and introverted. The choleric is a very strong, dominating, take charge type of person. And the sanguine is just the lover of life and people. So a temperament is a blend of all of these areas. It's never where one area is actually operating in unison. So you combine them all together. So the sanguine, your love of people actually allows you to take the lead in control without stepping on people.
Okay.
And then the melancholy has got this very strong sense of right and wrong and is very sensitive as well. So you're really careful with people's feelings.
Try to be.
So I just wanted to use this as an example to show how you can have a different temperament in each area and how they all influence each other.
Yeah.
So, and then it gets really interesting when you're working with somebody in counseling and you're trying to figure out where the source of their pain is. Because sometimes it can be a lack of affection is actually ramping up the control. So
Oh, yeah,
if
that
you're
makes
not
sense.
getting enough love and attention, if the sanguine compulsive is not getting enough love and affection, then they can really go to their control area, and it's like, I'm gonna find approval and recognition at work,
Right.
if I'm not feeling it at home.
That makes sense.
So sometimes there's a conflict between two areas of the temperament, and sometimes it's actually an internal conflict inside that
Yeah.
temperament. I know this is really confusing. Sometimes when I go through a temperament analysis, the people's heads are just, I don't get it. And it's really, it's the tip of the iceberg. Like studying temperament, becoming familiar with it it's a long process. But I just we wanted to offer this class to be able to give people some insight, hopefully invite you guys to do a temperament analysis with us and let us further explain how it actually applies to you and give people an opportunity to ask questions. And my favorite is doing the couples temperaments, where I run a report for both of you and then I help you guys figure each other out a little more.
It's actually been a great joy, a lot of fun to work with couples with their temperament tests, to see where they're strong and where they're weak and where they've got challenges. And if you would like to have your temperament test taken, then go to royandamy.com and sign up for your test. We'd love to have you meet with us and go over that test. We'd love to learn more about you. We'd love for you to learn more about you so that you can have better relationships with the people you know and love. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for taking this course, and we look forward to having you take some other courses to enable you to have better relationships with the people you love. Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. See you soon.
Bye-bye.